We know you have lots of choices. Thank you for picking Family Life Mornings.
Well, never again will you forget Trash Day. In fact, never again will you forget to take out your trash cans out to the curb or wherever it is the garbage guy comes to pick it up. That's because a guy by the name of Andrew Murray has invented the Smart Can. It's not quite finished. He's almost done with it, but it is a garbage can that drives itself out to the curb on trash pickup day. So it knows where to go, knows when it's supposed to go out there. So, I mean, all you have to do is put the trash in there and you're good to go. You just have to make sure you keep the garage door open or the gate, wherever you hold the can, because it's got to have the opening to drive itself through.
So you set a time and a day on it, basically, and it'll take it out at the right time. How about that?
Is it smart enough to know that if a holiday is on a Monday, the garbage man might come on Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday, or maybe Thursday?
You could probably reset it, I guess. Maybe.
I would think so.
If I would do it, I would have it like talk. Like come out and go, open it up and say, hey, what are you doing?
You know what that is?
What?
Trash talk.
Trash talk.
A fresh start.
A fresh cup of coffee.
And fresh perspective.
From Family Life Mornings.
Did you hear about the 5K that turned into a 10K? Winner, the 9-year-old Minnesota kid started as a 5K, took a wrong turn, ended up winning the 10K.
And his poor mom is standing at the finish line. Something must have happened. Something must have happened. He's really fast. Worry. And then realizes, where have you been? I think it just ran a 10K, Mom. Oh, happy. Worried. Happy. It's like a mom emotion 0 to 10 in 5 seconds.
I won. That's where I've been.
Sometimes they make you smile. Sometimes they make you think. Sometimes they make you do both at the same time. Kind of like walking and chewing gum. Kind of. Family Life Mornings.
Well, a group of dermatologists have banded together and they have come to the conclusion that showering at night rather than in the morning is better for your skin's health long term. It helps prevent acne, it helps prevent dermatitis, and it helps prevent dryness. And if you are one of the ones who feels the need to shower twice a day, and maybe because you work out or something during the day, what have you, your shower should last no longer than 4 minutes. Now, Steve, I know that's not a problem for you. You said
I'm in and out.
You shower quickly.
In and out. Yep.
I can't even take care of the top of my head in 4 minutes.
Well, they said if washing your hair is why you're in there longer, turn the water off while you scrub.
Ooh.
And then turn it back on when it's time to rinse. And if you do have to take the showers in the morning, this is the one, I think we've mentioned this before. They say it's very, very healthy for your skin to keep changing the water temperature from warm to very cold, back to warm to very cold, back to warm to very cold. Do it 3 times because that is really, really healthy for your skin.
I got a feeling I'm only going to have to do that one time.
I'm exhausted.
4-minute shower, done.
Thanks for choosing to start the day with us. Family Life Mornings.
So remember a couple years ago when we did that whole PNN, the Pumpkin News Network thing? It was kind of a joke because like pumpkin spice everything.
Right, exactly.
Which they do have the pumpkin spice dog treats again this year, and yes, I did get them for Lily. But now it's like beyond food stuff and dog food stuff. Like there's pumpkin spice body wash and pumpkin spice shampoo and lotions. Get this, pumpkin spice deodorant.
Wow.
I mean, it's just like, that's the pits, right? But then
I get that. I get what you just said. I get that. Yeah.
But then I saw this pumpkin spice DIY hair treatment. Like if you are all about the pumpkin spice and you want shinier, softer, stronger hair, and who doesn't want shinier, softer, stronger hair? You make a puree of some pumpkin spice or, just stuff from like a can, like pumpkin stuff. And then you can add in, like the cinnamon and the nutmeg, I guess, if you want. And then a little olive oil. They say you put that on your hair and you leave it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you rinse that out. Might I suggest you do that rinse in the kitchen sink and not in the bathtub? But I was like, okay, this has officially gone too far. And the trouble for me is that, your hair is a certain length, and sometimes you swing it just so, and you're like, Oh, yeah, now I'm going to have pie when I get home. Now we're going to have pie.
A new day.
Full of new promise.
Thanks for letting us be a part of it. Family Life Mornings.
The following is an opinion of a Family Life morning show announcer. The names rhyme with Believe. Or Believe. That would be good. Now, peanut butter by itself is very good.
Right.
Chocolate by itself
Delicious.
is very good. You put them together,
Twice as good.
believe me, that's good. Now, chips by themselves are good. Guacamole by themselves is good. Put them together,
Boom.
excellent. Again, these are all opinions by me, apparently by the other two folks too. Now,
By like everyone in America.
here we go. High school football by itself,
Good.
it's good.
Yeah.
High school marching bands.
Good.
Individually, good. But what happens if one high school football team doesn't have a band and one band doesn't have a high school football team? It happened in Michigan. A Michigan High marching band all of a sudden had no football team, lack of participation. So there they were with no football team to play for. But then down the road, yes, you guessed it, there was a football team with no band. So what does this band do? They go down, they learn the other school's fight song, and they go down there and they got together and everything worked out great. Now, if only the people in the stands would have chocolate and peanut butter and chips and guacamole during the game, what a Friday night that would be. How about
Family
that?
Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy. Who knew a weekday morning could be this fun?
What a waste of time,
No,
you
it's
guys.
not.
It's
No.
Family Life Mornings. I cannot believe the
No.
things that you guys entertain yourselves with.
Let me just double check here. Steve, Terese, Randy, and Brandon. Brandon, as a kid, we didn't take much to entertain us. Did you have staring contests with other? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Randy, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying you didn't as a girl? Is that
Are
a
you
guy
kidding?
thing?
If I'm going to sit face to face with you and look
Right.
at you,
Right.
I'm going to have a conversation with you, and it's okay to blink.
No, this is a guy thing.
but
We love
this is
staring
true.
contests, and the object is to see how long you can go without blinking, right?
Yes.
Right. That's the game.
Yep.
Well, the reason I bring this up, there was a guy in the Philippines. He set a record on 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 3 seconds without blinking. That is a world record, and that's never getting close to that. But yeah, we used to do that all the time. I think this would be excellent radio content right now. Let's
To have a contest.
let's just stare at each other now. This is fabulous.
What a
Right,
waste
with that.
of
Oh, Terese, you
time.
blinked.
Brandon.
Yes, I'm not playing, Randy.
Look at Brandon. He's really good at this.
Really
Yeah.
getting into this.
Yeah. Yeah. Did
Have I blinked yet?
you,
I can't even.
you just normally, Brandon? That's a normal look.
Yeah, I like to do this without telling other people about it.
Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy. Thanks for making us part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to.
I can't believe you're still holding your ground on this, Steve.
What's that?
But you have never sent an emoji.
That is true. I am emojiless in my life. I have never sent one.
Have you ever sent an emoji?
I have.
Isn't that something? Randy on his flip phone
has sent emojis,
has somehow
yeah.
managed to send an emoji, and you have the
Well,
latest
I
in
have a
technology.
laptop too, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just
You're
not an emoji
an-
guy. No.
Well, this is the thing. You think emojis are like something when you're just texting your close friends or your kids or something like that, but they have made their way into the workplace. And I've actually seen them pop up like in emails around work here.
Okay.
DMs, back and forth to people even at work. And check this out.
DMs.
Direct messages.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. I
AKA
wasn't
the
missing
PM, which might also be the private message.
Well, okay.
Same thing. It's when the little thing pops up and it says, "Hey, Steve,
Yeah.
can you meet me in your office?" And then you know it's from the boss because it uses that deep voice. But, but this is the thing. Guys are sending them more than women are.
No.
I know.
I would never guess
Never
that.
would have thought that either. So, you know what I was thinking, though? Maybe why? Because I think it's scientifically proven that women talk more than men.
True.
And so a guy would just use an emoji because that one emoji is worth like 1,000 words. Right?
They're here to wake you up, pick you up, and lift you up. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn
A
to.
couple of sisters decided to, in their business, start up a new business and take apple peels and make purses out of them.
Really?
Yeah, they recycle them, and they've done all that. They've launched their first mini purses made out of apple peels. They call it apple leather. They take all these apple peels and they make purses out of them. I just have never heard of such a thing.
Accessories, but not clothes.
Right.
Right, because they would be skin tight.
Very nice. Oh, clothes, but you mentioned clothes. So you've never heard of that, right?
No, I know, but it does sound appealing.
So now there's another.
Hardcore.
See, there's the heart. Well, if you do make, remember, maybe even jeans out of them, don't some people call them corduroys?
Not since 1975.
No. Well, they're old apple peels. They're very old.
If you could smell our morning show, it would smell like bacon and coffee and cinnamon rolls and, oh, great, now I'm hungry. This is Family Life, a friend you could turn
Don't
to.
run with scissors. Don't cross your eyes. They'll stick like that. And eat your vegetables. Boy, moms
Yes.
have a lot of advice. A lot of good advice there, moms.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of the vegetables, if you want to know the most popular vegetables among kids, corn number 1, potatoes number 2, carrots number 3. That's good. Here's the shocking thing. Some people are not. Terese, are you sitting down? Some people are not listening to mom. This shocked me. 1 in 4 people now say they have never eaten a vegetable.
Oh.
Perhaps they're all of moms are serving turnips, because turnips, by the way, was last on the list of favorite vegetables. But
A quarter of people think they've never eaten vegetables.
oh, that's true. Moms
'Cause,
sometimes sneak them in. That's
sneak
true.
things in.
Moms are so good at that. However, most people surveyed still have never run with scissors. So that's good. That's good. Way to go, Mom.
Ever find yourself sitting in your car listening to the radio even after you've reached your destination? Yeah, we get that a lot. This is Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.
All that talk about Randy, the paper boy,
Yes.
got me thinking about that old cleaning tip that I've never tried. Cleaning your windows with newspaper.
It's great. No, when I learned about it years ago, it's fabulous.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's probably something that your grandmother told you to do, but you can't do it anymore.
Why?
And it's not because grandma gives bad advice. It's because newspapers have changed. The actual paper, like newsprint, has gotten thin to where it's just not as good for that. It kind of sometimes falls apart. And
That's
so
true. I haven't tried it in a while because
Yeah,
you don't
so
get
it's one
as
of
many
those things.
newspapers.
Yeah, but
okay.
if you got an old newspaper, I guess maybe.
I saved one from 1963.
Yeah, that one might fall apart. But there's another cleaning tip that I actually remember using in high school that they also say doesn't work anymore. And that is if you get ink on an item of clothing,
Right.
that you can spray it with hairspray. And it'll take out the ink. And I remember being in school and being like, you get like Bic pen on you, and it's like,
Okay.
oh, put some hairspray on it, and it comes out. But that's because of the alcohol content in the hairspray. But if you've picked up a can of hairspray lately, well, never mind. But it'll probably says alcohol free because they don't put it in as much anymore. They've discovered new things, and the alcohol dries out your hair. Unless you still have that one can of aerosol Aquanet from 1987, in which case that will still take all the Bic pen out of your clothes.
Well, that explains a lot of dirty pants and dirty windows these days.
That's why.
A little serious, a little silly, a perfect balance to start your day. Family Life Mornings.
Kids, ask your parents and grandparents about the days when your choices were vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
Or
Ice
you could get all
cream.
three
Yes.
together in one carton.
That's true. Was that Neapolitan or something?
That's
Yeah, it's like that was a
right.
big time. And then we were all excited when 31 flavors came along. Whoa! That's why. But now you go to the aisles of ice cream and it's endless.
Oh, yeah, the choices.
So this is very impressive. When a guy set a Guinness Book of World Records, he had to identify correctly. They put 12 kinds of ice cream in front of him. Blindfolded, he had to identify the flavors. He got 11 of the 12 in 60 seconds. Just couldn't get the second word of Java chip out just in time, but he still set a record. I don't know, 12 identifying blindfolded ice creams in 1 minute. I'm not sure if I could do that, but I'd sure like to try. Oh, that would be a fun record. Oh.
Starting your day with a smile and a dose of encouragement, too. Family Life Mornings.
Guys, the leaves are not changing.
What?
Like, well, I mean, I know you're starting to see like all of a sudden like, some orange and some red and some yellow.
Oh, wait a minute.
But they're not actually
I have a
changing
prediction.
colors.
I have a prediction. Somewhere in this story, the word chlorophyll is going to show up.
You remember?
Yeah, the science class. Hey, all right.
Like fourth grade or something.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
chlorophyll is what makes the leaves green, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and that's, it converts the sunlight into food. And then autumn comes and the leaves change. No, actually what happens is the chlorophyll changes. The chlorophyll starts to fade out of the leaves, and that's when you see the red and the orange and the yellow.
So it's always been there.
It's always been there. It just was covered up by the chlorophyll. But I got to thinking about us and how we change, because when you accept Jesus, you have the Holy Spirit right away, and you have the fruit of the Spirit. You have the love, the joy, the peace, the patience, all that stuff, the patience, the kindness, the goodness, the gentleness, the self-control. I think that's all of them, right? And it's in there, but sometimes it gets covered up by things like, I don't know, our pride. Do you have a problem with pride? Pride is kind of like the chlorophyll. It covers up all of that other good stuff. But it's in there. And so let some of that go so that people can see the Holy Spirit in you. Yeah, you can change just like the leaves do.
While you're packing your lunch, they're packing your mornings with a whole lot of fun. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Boy, little Ian is on to something. Well, it's something his mama started with him when he was 2.
Yeah.
She would get him to repeat these words. I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything.
Okay.
And then they're walking to preschool. He's 3 years old now. And she's like, what is he saying? He's repeating these words over and over.
I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything. I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything. I am smart. I am blessed. I can do anything.
So maybe
Wow.
today is the day
Wow.
that you need to hear those words, or that you need to say those
Okay,
words.
here we go. Okay. I
am
am
smart.
smart.
Well, that's too
I
I
bad.
am blessed. I am do anything. Thanks for that example. Let's all do that today.
Start your day with 3 good eggs who go over easy. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.